If we hope to create a nonviolent world where respect and kindness replace fear and hatred, we must begin with how we treat each other at the beginning of life. For that is where our deepest patterns are set. From these roots grow fear and alienation, or love and trust. Suzanne Arms. So one of my favorite pediatric stories or stories of working with kids is about working with a young girl named Olivia. When Olivia came to our office, she was about 6 or 7 months old, and up until then she had been having a lot of difficult time going to the bathroom. She was really constipated. So Mom and Dad had taken her to the medical doctor, and the medical doctor said, "Here, take this tablet." Mom and Dad said, "Well, how long are we going to have to take this for? Or is she going to have to take this for?" And the doctor replied, "Well, she's a constipated child, most likely the rest of her life." Light bulb went off in both Mom and Dad's head, and he said, "I'm not sure if that's the direction that we want to take our daughter's health in." So they started asking questions and asking around. Luckily, one of their friends suggested, "Hey, why don't you go and see the chiropractor? Why don't you go and see Dr. Norm? Here's his contact." They phoned, they came in. And on the first visit, I did an assessment, which was looking at the function, the physiology, the alignment of baby Olivia's spine. And I noticed something down in the lower part of her pelvis, where her pelvis was really rotated. And I shared with Mom and Dad about what I was seeing and how that was related to the function of the lumbar spine and how those nerves from there come around and innervate the digestive system. The mom, when hearing this story, stopped and said, "You know what, this is interesting because we've always been kind of surprised when Olivia sits in a car seat. She totally cries. She's totally uncomfortable when she's in her car seat. Could that have something to do with it?" I said, "Perhaps. Let's get her adjusted and look at the changes and see, and we'll go from there." So I made a contact, very light, very specific adjustment in the pelvic region on what's called the sacrotuberous ligament, with about the same amount of force that you'd be able to push on your eyeball before it starts to get uncomfortable. And I loved it. That was the only adjustment I made that day. And the mom and dad came back on the weekend and they shared with me a story about their weekend, their time with Olivia. And the story was that they were driving from Nanaimo down to Victoria, which is about an hour-and-a-half drive, to go and visit a relative. And they got halfway there to Duncan and they realized, oh my goodness, we forgot to bring baby Olivia's medication with us. Should we stop, go around, go back? We're going to these relatives for the next couple of days. What should we do? At that same time, they also realized that they had made it to Duncan and Olivia hadn't made a sound, that baby Olivia was completely comfortable in the car seat. So they decided to continue driving to Victoria, and I say, you know, the rest is history. She's been being able to go to the bathroom naturally by herself, way cool. She was able to make it over that hump. Pretty amazing story. For me, it has also huge personal implications as well. Because as a child, I was that baby Olivia. I was born constipated, colicky. I cried for the 6 months of my life. You know, and at that time, my parents didn't know. Nobody had told them or suggested, hey, you should take baby Norm to the chiropractor. You know, and so this really fires me up to share with you more about how a properly functioning spine and nervous system, how it helps people of all ages heal better, function better. Because I know in my life how much pain and agony and distress, right, and ill health could have been solved by sharing this message. Okay, thanks so much for hearing my story about baby Olivia. I hope you pass this on to somebody who needs to hear it. Be well.